Well, hello there, and welcome back to my Covid-19 update. And as we can see, there's figures on the screen, and there's a reason for that. First of all, we've had this recoveries at 344, and it jumped to 1918 or 1918. Then it seems to have become stuck. So once again, we haven't got any definite figures for recoveries. Equally, we did manage to find the second spreadsheet where we managed to up deaths. I'll try and get a more realistic figure. As time went on, everything seemed to actually toll with worldometer. So at this point, we had 37,999 total deaths, and then suddenly it dropped. So what I've done is, because at that moment in time it seemed to balance with worldometer, I've added the continued deaths that we've had to the ongoing total rather than the reset total. So if you look down here, 38,980 is the ongoing total, where the government says it's 29,360. So if we drag that across, we can see that the government total is 32,065 for the 11th of May. However, it seems to be 41,618. And recoveries are still stuck on 1,918. So it's all very confusing. But either way, it's a lot of people what's died. Looking at new cases, this is kind of staggered. It's up and down, generally down at this moment in time. Obviously, we want that to continue to keep going down. Hopefully it will. At least it hasn't spiked again, so it hasn't reached this level. But around this sort of era, it kind of thought about it, which was a scary point. Deaths and recoveries, once again, the deaths is stuck, but we saw the deaths gradually going up. Then they announced the actual deaths, not just hospitals, and then once again it's kind of gradually going up. So if you kind of take this line and this line, they look similar because that's consistent deaths being reported and people are consistently dying. And these are unreported cases which are now reported. Moving forward, graph trends, so this is the one to look out for, and as we can tell there, it started to curve and it is curving. That just now needs to go flat. If we go flat, then it's less cases, less deaths. It'd be a much nicer place if that was flat. All the predictions, which updated the other day, we all kind of said that it's going to be similar to the flu, which are these totals here. As it turns out, it's a lot worse than the flu. So all these totals become irrelevant. And what that leaves us with is the official COVID deaths. This is 31,855, or the ongoing total deaths of 41,408. They did predict 30,000, and once again, the worst case scenario, which I come up with, is 204,000. So it seems that we're actually on the way. And just for the people that can be picky, we can quickly update the chart to the official figures for today, which is 32,065 official deaths, 41,618 tallied deaths or ongoing deaths. The other thing what we had was we was told that we'd have 100,000 tests by the end of April. Looking at the tests, we did get 121,000 on the 1st of May. So, but in fairness, you can tell that the number of deaths has been going up and up and up. Then we jump, and then we kind of up and down, up and down, up and down, as generally they're trying their best to do the test. Interestingly enough, today, 11th of May, it was 100,490. Now, what's really interesting, that's the 11th of May, so by the end of this month, they promised it's going to go up by 200,000 a day. Will they make it? Will they not? I probably don't think that they will. But after saying that, it's a lot better than the 100,000, probably get about 168,000 a day. There's a lot of people. So, moving on from this, we can see that things are improving because the new cases are reducing. Luckily, the deaths are now coming down. We don't know if people's recovered, which I think is a massive shame. It'd be a lot better if we did. But it is what it is. Shopping around and about in the supermarkets, you just get massive queues when you get there. I tend to do 2 or 3 different shopping areas, Asda, Tesco's, Lidl, just to find the one with the lowest queues, because even though you've got your 2 metre gap, if you've got a lower number of people in the queue, you've got less chance of actually being infected by COVID-19. I did come across a parcel, or the food parcels that people are having delivered, and as we can see here, I came across the sausage casserole, which basically says microwave it for a few minutes, then put it in the oven. What I found fascinating about this is that it looked raw, really, really unappetising, even though it already had gravy on it, which was a little bit strange. And also, if we weighed this with the container, it's around 402 grams. Now, you'd expect it to be about 450 grams for a satisfying meal. However, it did came with the bread, and it was a nice big cob. Looked absolutely beautiful, but when you came to actually cut it, well, there you go, that was very, very noisy. Inside it was great, it was just a crusty cob. It was kind of over crusty cob. But in fairness, not only did you get the food, but you also got a little bit of butter. And the butter seemed to be very nice. I don't think you can go wrong with butter. So really the last thing to say is, there isn't really that much of an update. It's not gone away, it won't go away until we have a vaccine. That's probably going to be a year away, hopefully by Christmas if we're lucky. We need haircuts. And a lot of people now will be at home because we only can exercise once per day. The weight will be coming on, certainly as we're moving though slightly, which is going to irritate diabetes type 2 issues. So what I intend to do, especially with the book, I haven't done anything really with it for a few weeks, so it's kind of time to continue with that project. There'll be videos coming out regarding that, equally along with the cooking videos, because it's just healthier to cook. If you can follow a couple of these recipes that have either been on the channel or coming up on the channel, use them. It's going to improve your health, it's going to help you maintain your weight, lose weight if that's what you want to do. It's well worth, having a look at those videos. Coronavirus, I'll probably do one in a month, maybe even longer than that. If we get a spike, I'll do one. Hopefully we won't. Hopefully everybody's going to be sensible, stay 2 meters away from each other. Great. As the new slogan says, be alert, so if people come too close to you, step back, or tell them, let's get rid of this virus, or at least let's stop it growing and infecting more people. And all of this is really going to save lives. So, we're doing the right thing, let's keep it up. It's going to be a long time. But at the end of the day, even if it's 2 years, what was you doing 2 years ago? Have a little think and think how short of a time that was. So the last thing to say is, stay good, stay healthy, stay indoors. When you go outside, especially from Wednesday, when they're opening it up so you can exercise, go in your car and exercise. Go for nice walks, just keep that 2 meter distance. And thank you for watching the video, and we will see you soon.